The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
And welcome back to this week's edition of Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. What a show that we got for you today. We got some food, we got some drink, we got a lot of stuff going on for you here. We got a great audience. Yeah. All right. Woo. All right. So we also got some gifts and some prizes in front of you here, huh? I've been teasing this for the last couple of weeks, and we finally come up with the format of which you too can win be possible winner of one of these great gifts. So if you're interested in a nice pair of headsets, or maybe you like some really great music that you can take home with you, or maybe you like a good movie to view with your significant other, or if you have no significant other, view with your cat, or maybe you like to get the big prize, a VR viewer, huh? Well, if you want to learn about how you can win these, then you're going to want to watch till the end of the show, because when we come back, when I do my final closing episode, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can win one of these simply by watching the show. So I think that's some pretty good stuff that we got going on there. Anyway, you know what this part is about. This is about what's going on in the world of cannabis, in the world of metaphysics, in the world of entertainment. These are the things that I like to cover and I like to talk about. You know, we don't get too political around here unless, it's absolutely necessary. Basically, we want to talk about, hey, what's going on in the entertainment world, what's going on in the world of culinary food, and what's going on in the world of cannabis, because, well, that's a big budding industry that we're trying to get into there. So, bump. Okay. I think John wants to kill me. Anyway, so one of the other things that I like to do is I like to talk about what's going on, and I take a couple of different stories that I think are out of the news that I think are important or relevant, while they're trying to distract you with these things over here and watch this and be afraid of this, and this thing just blew up in this country that has absolutely nothing to do with you, and this thing over here, there's these people dying over here that have nothing to do with you over here, but watch this and be terrified and don't leave your house. Don't leave your house. Be afraid. Be very afraid. So while they're doing all that stuff, there's other things that are actually going on in the world, some positive things that can actually help you improve your life and live a better life. And so if I find something that I think is relevant and not too metaphysically and not too this or that, then I'll put it on the Vegas Vibe page. And the Vegas Vibe page is where you're going to want to go to if you want to win some prizes, okay? Because if you want to win some prizes, then this is where I'm going to want to see my interaction with you, and this is where I see how we interact with each other. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Facebook, and you're going to go to Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. You're going to go to my fan page. First thing you're going to do is like the fan page. We're only a couple of months out the gate, and we got a really good number of likes so far, so I'm happy with that. Then when I do the show, you're going to follow along, and you're going to see what things I talk about. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, we kind of missed it. Did we miss it or not? When's this mixer coming up? Yeah, it was 2 days ago. We just had the mixer, huh? Yeah, okay. Was that great? Was it good? We have a good turnout?
Yeah, it was last night. It was good.
Yeah, okay. Well, we had a great mixer last night. I posted that. Hope you guys made it. If you made it, that was great. I was booked last night with clients, so there was no way I could make it. But hope you enjoyed it. A lot of good things going over here at Luminosity Wellness Center. They do a lot of great work. Next thing that we're talking about is the solar eclipse, and we got a checklist for you there. So if you're wondering about this Monday solar eclipse, I am in time for that, huh? Okay, good. I didn't miss the solar eclipse. Thank goodness. If you really want to know about what's going on with the solar eclipse and how to catch it, where best to see it, we're in a good position here in Nevada. So we're going to get some good views in Las Vegas. So if you want to find out more about that, you might want to check that on my page. really, really good story. I don't know if you saw this one, John, but this is a great story here. Try to find anything good to say about this person is very, very difficult for me. I mean, it's very difficult.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But it looks like he did. Maybe he messed up. He did something good here. I'm going to leave it for you to decide. But Trump did sign the Forever GI Bill, and it talks about the 11 things that you need to know about it. If you're a veteran, this is a very important thing for veterans' education and being able to continue their education. So not exactly sure why he did it or what was in it for him. But
he didn't know what he was signing.
He probably did. They probably slipped some paperwork.
He was signing the transgender ban on military.
Yeah, exactly. That's most likely what that's. But we're staying away from that. We're just happy that he signed it, and it's something that our GIs can take benefit from. Last week's show, great. Al Navarro, thank you so much for coming on the show. Your photographs are incredible. Absolutely. Can we get a round for Al? Thank you so much, Al. That was great. Great show. We really enjoyed that. Speaking of great shows, we got a great show for you. Do we have a great show for you today? When I first started this show, I told you that I'm going to be bringing you a lot of different kind of stuff, right? Promise that. And I've been kind of like, I'm bringing some different stuff, but I haven't been really bringing it the way I've been wanting to bring it. I've been telling you that, I wanted to bring food into this, and I wanted to bring mixologists, bartenders into this also, okay? And since then, we've only had one chef. Shamika! Love you, Shamika! Thank you so much for coming on the show. Yay! Yes. And one bartender, although we did start at the top. I mean, one of the top 50 mixologists in the country works over Morton Steakhouse. So Kanji, longtime friend, love you. Thank you so much. You did a great job with the gin, so much so that I really want to have you on the show with Amir. We got John still laughing about it, so we're still enjoying that.
If you remember, we had one of the guests that sat out in the parking lot for an hour until she sobered up before she drove off.
I do remember something like that. Yeah, the libations were as such that. Yeah, some of us needed a little cooling off period. That was for sure. But on today's show, we've got. I'm trying to continue on with that vein. So we have two guests that are really great. First, we have Elijah Bonner, who is with the Kraken Cafe. Him and his partner Kyla Webster is. Did I say Kyla correctly? Kayla Webster, sorry about that. His partner, Kayla Webster, are here, and but Elijah's going to be taking point, and he's going to be showing us some of the culinary delights at the Kraken Cafe. Well, guess what?
Release the Kraken.
Release the Krakens. We shall release the Krakens. And we shall release the Krakens on a neighborhood near you, because this, my friend, is a food truck experience. So these are people that you can actually have come to your party, your special event, and serve this marvelous food that you're going to see them make for you today. Or maybe you work for one of those big corporations and whatnot, and you guys have those short lunch break where it's just long enough for you to breathe some air and get right back to the cubicle. Maybe you'd like to have a food truck come out and appear magically during your lunch times and serve some good food. Well, hey, I think these guys can work that out for you. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the Kraken Cafe. We're gonna release the Krakens.
Are we gonna find out what Kraken tastes like today?
We maybe we'll get some fried Kraken.
That'd be cool, huh? All right.
It'll be Kraken lacking good, huh?
Kraken Jacks.
Kraken Jack. Well, we'll see how much we can get Elijah to do for it. He's looking a little confused over there, so I'm not sure we'll get that, but we're going to work on that. Meanwhile, they've been in the business for quite a while now, so you can actually catch them over at Tenaya Creek, which is there at the corner of Bonanza and MLK, and they're there on Fridays, Thursdays. Right, they're Fries days. They're Fries days. No, they're there on Fridays from 6 till 9, and they also participate regularly in Food Truck Frenzy. So if you're a fan of the food Truck Frenzy, then you might have seen them out there. So you already know what good food you're getting a hold of. But if you're not a fan of Food Truck Frenzy, then maybe it's your time. Like I said, if you're a foodie, I'm a foodie, then you want to know about these things that are going on. But that's every Saturday from 6 to 9 in one location and 5 to 8 in another location. Not sure what those locations are, but we'll find out where those are later. Anyway, once we get Elijah on the show. So that's what we got going on. Who am I? What are we doing this for? We're doing this for your likes. We're doing this for your shares, okay? We love it when you view us. We got 2,000 views on one of our shows. Love it, love it, love it, okay? But hey, while you're there, give us a like. Give us a share. If you like seeing it, maybe one of your friends will like seeing it. If it's something you like doing, then maybe it's something your friends like doing. We're doing this for your likes. We're doing this for your shares. Who am I? I'm Locq Fortune. I'm the owner of A Fortune on Wheels, the only psychic service that's licensed to come to you, to your party, to your special event, to your special occasion. So you got a party, special event, occasion. You want to have something different than just the regular DJ and chips. Maybe you want to have something a little bit more entertaining. Or maybe you like to have a psychic there, have a fortune teller there, read your tarot cards, do a little bit of palm reading for you. Or maybe you just like me to mingle through the crowd and do impromptu vibology readings. What is vibology? Well, it's a book that I wrote, and it's based on numerology. If you got a name, then you're going to want to read this book. It's downloadable off of Amazon.com. So you go over there, you look up vibology, you'll find my book, you download it, and then you'll find out everything you'll need to know about people, because anyone that has a name, I cover it in this book. It's covering the numerical equation of your name. So, what else do we have going on? We've got a lot of things going on. We've got a food truck. We also have got a gentleman who is a longtime friend of mine who I'm hoping that he makes it here because I'm manning the phones even as he speaks, even as we speak, rather. He is a longtime bartender here in Las Vegas, and if you ever stopped into the garage or if you ever stopped by the Bastille, then you've definitely seen him there working the evenings there. I'm talking about the none other than Christian De Leon, and he is here to help us celebrate National Rum Day. That's right. If there's an excuse to drink, I'm going to find it. All right? And it's National Rum Day today. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to have him on the show. I'm hoping he's going to be able to make it here, and he's going to show us how to make one of his signature cocktails with rum, which I will be forced to sample and test the validity to myself. I don't know how it is that I do this job. It's really tough. Anyway, so we got that. But next up, we're going to have is Elijah. He's going to be talking to us about the owner of Kraken Cafe, and he's going to be talking to us about that food and that wonderful food and what he's got going on in the food truck industry. So we'll be right back at you. This is Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. Be back in a minute.
Hey, this is Mingo from Mingo Kitchen and Lounge. Come downtown to my space, my restaurant, at 1017 South 1st Street in the Las Vegas Art District inside of Art Square. A couple of things we have going on is happy hour. That's from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, except for First Friday. Sorry about that. And we're actually going to feature a summer happy hour, which will be 3 to 7 p.m., which is June 1st now through August 31st. So we're actually extending it an hour. And so you can join us for that extra hour of cocktails, food, and fun. Tuesdays, we have Taco Tuesday. We're starting that June 20th. And that'll be $2 tacos. We're going to feature a special taco, and it'll be only $2 with the purchase of any alcoholic beverage. And Saturdays, you can see Locq in person and get a free complimentary reading at our Psychic Saturday brunch, and that's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And welcome back to Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. And here, as my first guest today, I have Elijah with Kraken Cafe. Welcome, Elijah.
Hey, Locq. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you also. Very interesting story of how we get to know each other is actually through your mom, right, yes. Deborah? Hi, Deborah. How you doing? Got to say hi to Deborah.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, Deborah. I met Deborah through a Lyft vehicle. She picked me up on a Lyft. Charming woman. And unfortunately, we got into an accident.
Yes, I did hear about the accident. I was actually on the phone.
I was on the phone with you during the accident, trying to book you for the
He was explaining it to me. I was like, he was like, surprising as it is, I just got in an accident.
Right.
Like, wow.
Like, boom and whatnot. We're okay. Everybody's okay. We were stopped at a light and we kind of got rear-ended and whatnot. Got a little bit of back stuff going on, but it's okay. But anyway, that's how I met your mom.
Yes.
And she, like most moms, very, very proud of her son. And I just happened to mention that I have a talk show. I don't know how that got out there, but I just happened to mention it. And she could not stop going on about you and the food that you do and your food truck. How long have you been in the food truck business?
We've been doing it for about 3 years.
Oh, okay,
So, yeah, 3
okay.
years.
All right, what made you decide to do that? Why
Honestly, me and my partner Kayla, we were sitting at a bar and we were thinking about all.
Where most great ideas start is at a bar.
And we were talking about, what we wanted to do in food. And I basically told her, I was like, we're going to have to do that ourselves. We're not going to be able to do it working under somebody else. We're going to have to just take these great ideas that we have and,
and just put them out there yourselves. So you've always been a culinary person, a cook at heart, or
yes.
Or, okay.
My dad was actually a chef.
Okay.
So,
okay. So that's where you got it from.
yes.
Okay. Are these some of your dad's recipes that you're using?
No,
or
these
we need a dad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just checking. We got to check on that one. And so 3 years ago now, how long have you been living here in Vegas?
I've been living here a really long time. We talking like 12, 13,
Okay.
13 years. So
Okay. So you're a long time resident
Yes.
here in Vegas and everything like that. Did you go to any of the culinary schools here, or did
I
you
actually
go
went to Le Cordon Bleu, Las Vegas.
Okay, yeah. Well, Shamika, who was on the show, on my show, also is a graduate of Le Cordon Bleu, and which is a local. They would teach culinary arts. They were a school of culinary arts here, and I fell on some pretty hard times towards the end. But I mean, if it was a while, if you lived in Las Vegas, you did not hear about Cordon Bleu and what it was doing and learning. So a lot of people did actually go to Cordon Bleu and got some good education, got a good education there. So you're one of those, right?
Yes.
Right. So you came up with the idea for the food truck that night, or did that come later on, or was it?
Honestly, I wanted to do a breakfast food truck.
Okay.
And she kind of looked at me like, no, that's just not going to happen. So we basically sat down, we formulated some menu items that we wanted to do, and basically thus. Honestly, it didn't even start off being Kraken Cafe. At first, it was going to be something probably like Octopus Cafe.
Kraken's interesting, that harkens back to Olympic, to Hellenistic law and the Kraken. So why did you decide? Why would the Kraken?
I said we can't be called Octopus Cafe. It just doesn't work. I said it definitely doesn't work. I said we need a better name. And we
harkens to Octopussy. I guess. Yeah.
And she said her favorite drink was Kraken rum. I was like, well, how about Kraken Cafe? And she was just like, it has a ring to it.
That does have a ring to it. That has a very good ring to it.
Ever since that day.
Wow, awesome. So now, what is your area of specialty in food? I mean, everyone has their area. So what is Kraken Cafe? What does Kraken Cafe want to be known for? What is it?
Kraken Cafe, we're pretty much like a gourmet food truck. Like, we just do things that are shocking and surprising to some people.
Okay.
Like, we have a bison burger. We have a fresh salmon croquette burger.
Wow.
We also do chicken and waffles, chicken and French toast. We specialize in basically bringing sweet and savory together to make a single dish.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like our signature right there.
Do you guys do anything with elk? Because I just love elk meat, and since you brought up bison, I figured I'd bring that up.
No, we do not do anything with elk.
Oh, you
currently,
gotta get elk on
the...
Elk needs to be on that menu, because if I see bison, I'm gonna be looking for elk, okay? And if I don't see elk, I'm gonna yell discrimination. Just saying.
Okay.
So, how many items are on your menu, give or take? How many? Do you rotate them? Or?
Yeah, we rotate them, but at the very least, it'd be around 12 items at a time.
12 items at a time that you'll basically offer at any one given time?
Sometimes more.
Sometimes more. Okay, you get inspired. Okay, all right. But it's just you and your partner, though, right? It's just the two of you.
It's just me and my partner, my partner, and my brother.
So okay, your brother come out. Like okay, what's your brother's name?
My brother's name is Denelion McClure. Denelion McClure.
Denelion. Hey, Denelion, how's it going, man? I don't like anyone to get left out, so I want to say, oh, man.
And another key point I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
One of our signature things is that we bake all our own breads in-house.
So you do all of your own bread in-house. That's very important to know.
So we do, we bake fresh brioche, and all our burgers are made on these buns right here. These are our Kraken rolls.
Oh, okay.
So we make these fresh in-house for all of our burgers and gourmet sandwiches.
Wow, okay. Yes. That's awesome. That's very good to know. Roll. Right. It's all about the ingredients that you put in to say whether or not you're going to get a good product, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So you do the bread yourself, and we got some fixings here. Is this something, what is this that you, is this one of your favorite dishes here, or is this something
This is definitely one of my favorite dishes. Mm-hmm. Right here we have some 6-hour braised pulled pork.
Okay.
We braise the pulled pork with oranges and habaneros to bring out a sweet and savory flavor in the pork. You know, this is our coleslaw right here. We just basically dress it with our own house coleslaw dressing, and we dress that also with some pineapple marmalade.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, show us what you do here, and show us how you put that together.
Definitely. So, you know, basically just take a Kraken roll, you know, and you know we just load this up with pulled pork. That's how you want to do it. You know, you just
threaten me with a good time.
Want to make sure that it's a nice amount of pulled pork on that sandwich.
Right.
You know
Okay.
And you know you want to put some coleslaw. Matter of fact, we're gonna do the pineapple marmalade first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So then we go ahead, we put that pineapple marmalade on there.
Oh, nice big chunks too,
Yes,
huh?
nice
Yeah.
big chunks of
So these are
pineapple.
chunks of pineapple. Wow,
Yes.
I thought it was apple, but it's pineapple. Wow, wow.
Yes, definitely. And then we dress that with the coleslaw.
Mouth watering. Oh my gosh.
It's a bit of a messy sandwich, but it's
There's
delicious.
even drawing Kayla nearby, okay? And she's around this all the time. She's like, I gotta see this.
Then, you know, you just top that off like that. There you go, Kraken Express at Kraken Cafe.
Wow, that is gorgeous. That is awesome.
Yes, definitely.
Well, thank you so much. Well, wait a minute. I better take a taste. I would not be. I'd be remiss because then all my family. Locq, how did you go out and you didn't even take a taste? So,
Definitely. Would you like me to cut some of this?
yes,
for you?
please. That'd be great.
All right.
So, remember, whenever I tell you I'm going to have people up here cooking, or I'm going to have people up here making some drinks, you might want to make your way down to the studio because my man came with some free samples. You could be this could be you. You could be doing this too. Oh wow, John, this is great. This is amazing.
Thank you.
The flavors. I've had pulled pork before, but with the pineapple, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of coleslaw.
You know what? Honestly, I don't like it either.
Yeah, but
I don't like it either.
this really tastes good with it.
But the texture of it, and, you know,
Right.
and the sauce that's dressed in it, just makes it go with the sandwich.
The first time I saw coleslaw, I was like, I ain't no coleslaw. But I try to let the people do what they do. You never know, right? Now I've learned. Now I've grown. Excellent sandwich.
Thank you.
Excellent interview. How do we get a hold of you if we want to get, out to one of our parties, or we have a special event that we'd like a food truck out? How is it that we can get a hold of you?
You can go to our website, which is WWDBTV.com. There's a contact tab. You can contact us from our website. It goes right to our email. Or you can just go to any form of our social media, DM us. Let us know that you would like us to do your event.
So you're on Facebook,
Yeah,
you're on
Facebook,
Instagram,
at
you're
Kraken Cafe LV across all forms of social media.
So Kraken Cafe LV, you put that in, you guys will come up. That's your brand, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, Elijah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Your mom must
Thank
be
you.
so proud of you. You're doing a great job.
Thank
Maybe we'll have Deborah on one day. We don't know what we'll talk about, but we'll talk about something. And Kylie, you want to come up and say hi, or you want to give us a wave? Oh, she just gave us a wave, so we got that part, okay. And we'll be back in a little bit with some more information and some more of Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe.
Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Today's tip's about tire maintenance, how to check a tire, how to fill it properly. Okay, so as we can see, we've got a low tire. We probably saw that a month ago and said we'll fill it, but like everything, we let a day go by. Next thing you know, we got a problem. Properly check a tire, remove the valve cover. Got a tire gauge, simply put it on there, and it'll read the pressure down at the bottom in PSI, pounds per square inch. We can see here that this is so low, it's barely reading. It's probably 10 pounds in it at best. So how do we properly inflate it? Well, we're going to need an air chuck. Go down to the local store or come by the shop. We'll use this tool to inflate it. And that sounds like that's all we need to do. But we need to know how much to inflate it to, because overinflated is just as bad as underinflated. We can look at the tire, and on here we're going to find a cold pressure rating rated in PSI. And it's going to say anywhere from 32 to 80 pounds depending on the vehicle. We'll want to find that so we know the maximum inflation cold. We're going to look until we find the load rating. And here we find the maximum PSI is 44 PSI, pounds per square inch cold. We don't want to fill it any more than that, but we don't want to underfill it either. We want to fill it to 44. So it seems like checking the air pressure is no big deal. It's not. It's really simple to do, but we want to make sure we got the correct pressure. How do we find that? Let me show you. We open the door and we locate the sticker. It's usually right here. It could be down on the lower rocker, but it's on the driver's side. And after we look around, we'll see right here it says 35 PSI. That's the pressure that the tire requires that was sold with the vehicle. But if you change the tires later to a high-performance tire, mud and snow or anything else, look at the cold pressure on the side of the tire to make sure you're properly inflated. This could be 35 today, but we get a performance tire, it's 44, 45, or even higher. We'll want to make sure we're inflating the tire properly. A couple of things you're going to need if you're checking your own tires: tire gauge and a rag, because you are going to get a little dirty. If you don't want to do that, I don't blame you. Bring it to the shop, we'll check it for you. We'll do a whole inspection on the vehicle if you like. We'll check the tires, make sure you're safe. This can save you a lot of time and keep you safe. Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Thanks a lot.
Back to good stuff. Oh, Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. This is good stuff, John. We're just, oh my God, we're loving this. We're loving this. Thanks so much, Elijah, Kylie, for being on the show with Kraken Cafe. Homemade artisan bread. They make the bread themselves. This pulled pork was really, really interesting flavor. Just like he was telling me before, they spice this in such a way that it's sweet, but it's not too sweet, and it has just a little bite. You know, because me, I tend to go towards the Polynesian flavoring. I like my food sweet. Other people like their food spicy hot. This is not too sweet, and it's not too spicy hot either. It's just like that perfect. You know, so that was awesome. Thank you so much for coming out and sharing your food with us. Because John and I we hadn't eaten anything all day today. We were begging. Best uncle in the world. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Layla. Anyway,
come back anytime.
Yes, come back anytime. Anytime you got food to give us, you can always give us. You can always bring back food. So, I know you guys have been wondering, how are you going to go about winning these great prizes? Well, we have come up with a way to increase viewership, well, that we hope will increase viewership, and let everybody have some fun too, because we want you to enjoy yourself while you're watching. So, at the beginning of every show, starting the next show, at the beginning of the show, I'm going to be reading off on the fan page stories that I saw in the stories that were interesting to me. If you'd like to win this great pair of headsets, then you'll be listening in on the show next week, and you'll hear the stories that I read off, and you'll notice that I'll miss one. If I miss the story that I miss is the story that you're going to want to post on the Vibology fan page, on the Vegas Vibe fan page. You're going to post that story, or post what it was. I'll know whether or not you were right or you were wrong. You post the correct one. It's that simple. You win the headsets. Now, how would you like to win this along with the headsets next week? Well, next week, if you get that answer right, you post that. Then what I want you to do is go over to the Fortune on Wheels fan page, and I want you to pick out your favorite story on that page and share it with the Vegas Vibe page. You do that, and you get this, okay? Anyone else that tries it out, then this is what we got. Some other great prizes for you here. We've got Skip Martin's Love Notes. He was generous. Yeah! Woo, woo, woo. He was generous enough to drop by and leave us some promotional copies. We also got his From the Heart album. We also have an I Spy. It's supposed to be a pretty funny movie. I thought it was pretty good that we got. And we have, finally, Organic Neo. I'm really going to try and keep this one for myself because this is the beginning of a whole new movement. I also want to get Skip to bring another one of these in for me because he really spoke highly of this, and I really want to take a listen of it. In the meantime, don't forget, we got the solar eclipse coming up, so we want you to keep a lookout on that. Let us know what you're talking about. And this weekend, very, very important this weekend, we have the Black and White Party this weekend. So this Saturday, we're going to be over at Planet Hollywood, and we're going to be doing it upright and helping AFAN and AIDS for AIDS of Nevada. So we love to see you out there. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be out there in my black and white, and I'm going to be reading palms and revealing fortunes. So we'd love to have you out there also. So that's our major event this weekend. Thanks so much, Garrick, for inviting me out, and thank you so much for AFAN for sponsoring such a wonderful event. And we look forward to as many of you guys can come out there as possible. Yes, this is a call to action. We need your support to support the community for AIDS of Nevada. Anyway, that's it for this week's edition of Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to download my book, Vibology, and don't forget to visit my fan page, Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe, and also A Fortune on Wheels. And if you're looking for a tarot reader, palm reader, don't forget to hit me up. Until then, I'll see you next week. Have a great day.
Good vibrations,